Hello, chess players. Today we're going to be doing 9 puzzles that all together are called the Best Move Contest. Now, these puzzles are a little bit mixed up. The first 3 puzzles are checkmate puzzles. The next 3 puzzles are tactical puzzles, and the 7th puzzle is a defensive puzzle, meaning that you have to find the best move to protect yourself. The 8th puzzle is a best move puzzle where you just need to find the best move in the position. And then the last puzzle is an end game puzzle where you have to find the best move in a position with very few pieces. So this is the first of the 3 checkmate puzzles. I will give you a hint as to the theme for this checkmate. The theme for the first 3 puzzles are back, rank, checkmate. See if you can find a back rank checkmate. White to move. Queen e8. Rook captures e8. Checkmate. This is the second back rank checkmate. Now, if we could somehow magically get this rook down to c8, that would be checkmate. That would be very close to checkmate. But the knight is not only blocking, but if we were to manage to get our rook down to c8, the knight could also block. So how can we take care of that? Whoops, let's go back. How can we create a back rank checkmate in this puzzle? My hint for you is a queen sacrifice. Queen d8. Knight takes d8. Rook c8. Checkmate. Queen sacrifice. Here's the third of the back rank checkmate puzzles. Take a look at this puzzle and see how you can find a back rank checkmate. Queen f7 check. King h8. Now can you find the back rank checkmate? Now this is the first of the 3 puzzles that are tactical puzzles. These puzzles are all white to move. The tactic that we're going to try to create is a knight fork. So if you notice, if the knight could take on c7, this would be a fork against the king and the rook. But unfortunately, we have this very annoying knight that is defending. So let's find a way to create the knight fork. And you have to do whatever it takes. Bishop takes a6. And after, knight c7 works, winning the rook. Now, for this one, there are no hints, but it's a very similar idea. A knight fork that you have to create. I'll give you 5 seconds. Rook takes d6. Rook takes d6. And now knight f5 check, winning the rook. Whoops. Perhaps it's better to take with the other rook. But I think both are good. Again, the tactical theme is knight fork. Find a way to win material. Did you see knight c6? And if rook captures, we snag the rook on d8. Check. Now, in this puzzle, we have to defend ourselves. We're not trying to win material, we're actually trying not to lose material. So take a minute and see if you can find out what black is threatening to capture for free. Did you notice that the black queen is looking at our f3 knight? It wants to capture that knight, but it's also attacking the rook on b8 at the same time. So black is playing a queen fork on us. We have to find a way to defend both pieces at the same time. Can you find a move that defends both pieces? You have 5 seconds. Queen d1. Now we come to probably the trickiest puzzle that I'm showing you today. This puzzle is a best move puzzle. We have to find the best move in this position. It's white's turn to move, and the first thing that you should notice is that black's queen on d6 is just sitting there for free. We can just capture it. The problem is, after we capture the queen, it will be black's turn to move, and black has many pieces pointed at our castled king. So black actually has some tactics that black can play that could lead to a checkmate. So take a minute and think, if we captured the queen on d6, what could happen? What moves could black play after we capture the free queen? Let's take a look. After queen takes d6, black could play knight f3 check. If we move our king to h1 to get out of check, rook captures h2, and this is checkmate. This checkmate, by the way, is called an Arabian mate. It's a mate with the knight and the rook. Now, if we go back a couple moves and we look at knight f3, we could also capture with our g-pawn. But then that leaves our g-file open for this rook check. The king must move to h1, and now there is checkmate in one move. Can you find it? Bishop takes f3, checkmate. So clearly, taking the queen on d6 is not a good idea. Can we find a better move? Queen takes rook a6. Now black may try to capture our rook. And now we simply capture the knight that's on a4. And if you look at the position, white is winning by a whole rook and also a pawn. And also black's queen is being attacked at this moment, so black will have to waste a move, moving the queen to a safe square. White is winning. Now, our last puzzle is a very, very important puzzle. This is an endgame puzzle. In this position, white can win the game by promoting to a queen. But white has to be very careful, because if white makes bad moves, it can lead to a draw. In one of my other videos, I talked about opposition and outflanking. If you want to see a video that talks about this in more detail, you can watch that video. But can you find a way right now to create a win for white? I hope you said king d5, getting the opposition against the black king. Now the king has to move in either to the right or the left. And when it does that, we move diagonally forward, outflanking the black king. The king tries to stay in front of the pawn, and we grab the opposition again. King moves either right or left, and we outflank on the opposite side. Now if the king tries to run up and grab our little pawn, too bad, so sad. That king really doesn't have any way to get near that pawn. and we promote to a queen, and we should be winning this game very, very shortly. I hope you enjoyed these best move contest puzzles. Bye.